Félicitations! You are now on your way to learning French. I would like to start off by congratulating you on taking the initiative and enrolling in this course, allowing me to share my passion with you. In this course, you will learn how to speak French using common words and useful sentences. The course is divided into 3 main sections. In the first section, we will go over the grammar. In the second section, we will focus on reading, and the last will help you when you are traveling to one of 29 French-speaking countries. We will work together on understanding how to communicate in French by focusing on the gender of nouns. We will then go over simple sounds and syllables. In the third and final section, we will focus on useful words and phrases needed when traveling to a French-speaking country. You will be well prepared to communicate with anyone at the hotel, while sightseeing, and at a local restaurant. Not only will I give this information to you, but I will also provide you with a list of words and phrases so you can continue practicing. These will be found in a booklet along with practice material. You will be able to use these sheets during the course too. In fact, I strongly recommend that you do to get the full value of the course. To help you really learn French, I focused and optimized on the information I provide you with because I only chose to share the useful information with you that you can actually benefit from. I am so happy to have you here. If you are looking to learn the foundation of French, then this is just the right course for you. Now let's get started. Hello everyone and welcome to this bonus lecture. Here I'd like to share something really important in the French language. Les noms are nouns in French, and there are 2 different types, des noms communs et des noms propres. Des noms communs, noms propres. Nom commun is a noun, which is an object, place, or thing, okay? And a nom propre, same thing, it's the name of a person or a place, and it always starts with a capital letter. For example, nom commun can be a cat, which is a chat, a book, livre. Okay? So you have an animal and a thing. Nom propre would be the name of a place, for example, Canada. Name of a person, Mitchell. Again, you could do the name of a street, a holiday, and so on. Now, the trick is this will always start with a capital letter, whereas nom commun does not. Okay, moving on, all the nouns have un genre and un nombre. The genre is, I guess, like the sex of the word. It's either masculin or féminin. Okay, masculin or féminin. And le nombre is the quantity. So it's either singulier or pluriel. Okay? Singulier means we are referring to one thing only. For example, the book. Okay? Le livre. We are just talking about one book. Or if we are referring to 2 or more books, we would say the books. Les livres. Okay? So that's the difference between singulier and pluriel. Now, chat, that's a noun masculin singulier. Masculin singulier. So the small word before the noun, we call a déterminant, which would be either le or un. So the cat or a cat, and so on. Okay, so I would just like you to keep that in mind because that is something that you will continue to see and continue to learn as you are communicating, learning, and advancing in learning French. So I would just like you to keep that in mind because masculin, féminin is something that will continue to come around when speaking French. Hello again. In this section, we will be going over les déterminants. Les déterminants There's a few of them, but in this course, I would only like to focus on two of them. I find that they are the two that we use the most frequently. Déterminants définis and Déterminants Indéfinis. So as you can see on the board, I chose to start with Déterminants Définis, and then later we will go with Indéfinis. So les déterminants are the small word that comes before le nom. And if the noun, so the nom is masculin, singulier, then the déterminant will also be masculin, singulier. If le nom is féminin, pluriel, well then the déterminant is as well. So I will show you what the déterminants définis are. These are the déterminants définis. So as you can see, it is le, l'apostrophe, which is the apostrophe after the L, la, and les. Simple, okay? Now, this in English is the. Okay? So, le or l'apostrophe is masculin, singulier. Le is always, always, always masculin, singulier. Okay? La is always, always, always féminin, singulier. Now, you might be confused because you see l'apostrophe in both rangées, in both categories here. And I will explain that in 1 minute. But first, I just need you to recognize that it can be used for masculine or singulier. And finally, les is always, always pluriel. So les means that there are two or more of the nom. For example, here we have le crayon. Okay, crayon is masculine, so it's masculine. You just cannot change that, which means that if we want to say the crayon, the déterminant has to also be masculine. Okay, we are only talking about one crayon right here, so that means it has to be singulier. Again, that is why we put le and not les, because there's only one crayon. So this is also masculin singulier. If you haven't caught on yet, the M stands for masculin, the F stands for féminin, S singulier, P pluriel. Okay? So here, le crayon, the crayon. We are talking about one crayon, okay? One pencil crayon right here. Which is why we would say le crayon. We don't use la because la is féminin and crayon is masculine. Now, if we are talking about multiple crayons, okay, multiple pencils, maybe we're talking about 2 pencils, 3 pencils, 4 pencils, or a whole pack of pencils, okay, we are talking about 12 pencils. Now, this is how we would write it. We would say les crayons, okay? So again, crayon is always masculine. That doesn't change. The only thing that changes is the nombre, which is now pluriel, because we have 2 or more. So anytime you have 2 or more objects for the nom, then it becomes pluriel. I added the S because we can no longer use le or la, because those are singulier and we need pluriel, which has to be les. So we say, if in English we would say the pencils, we add the S because there's more than one, and in French we say les crayons. As you can see, the S is, we don't pronounce it. We write it, we see it when we read it, but it's just les crayons. All right, good job. How on earth can the l'apostrophe be masculine or féminin? Well, like I had mentioned earlier, les noms les noms are always either féminin or masculine. You just can't change it. And I know you said you can refer to the déterminant beforehand, But if it's l'apostrophe, that's not enough information. So hopefully you just know it, or you can use a dictionary, you can Google it, and just practice it. Now, when would you use le and when would you use l'apostrophe? Let me show you. So you're probably wondering, how do we know when to use l'apostrophe or le, or again, l'apostrophe or la? Well, let me show you. Now, this only applies for déterminant défini, okay? So when you're trying to say the, not a, the. Okay, I'm going to give you the word arbre, which means tree. Arbre. Okay, I'm telling you right now that arbre is un nom masculin singulier. So, now that we know this, we know that right here, the déterminant is either going to be le or l'apostrophe. Okay, if we put le, E is a vowel and A is a vowel, okay? So le, the last letter of the déterminant, is a vowel, and the first letter right here is also a vowel. Again, the vowels are A, E, I, O, and U, okay? Sometimes Y, but right here, A, E, I, O, and U. So when you have two vowels that follow each other with the déterminant défini, doesn't work. It's just non-existent. So we replace le with the l'apostrophe. So instead of saying le arbre, we would say l'arbre, okay? Same thing for O, okay? Water, O. Here's how we spell it, E-A-U. We don't say le O, because if we did, we would have two E's together, okay? We would have this. Again, two vowels. Nope, we don't want that. So we just do l'apostrophe and we say lo, okay? So that's when to use the l'apostrophe and when to use the le or la, okay? Now I'm going to test you. Okay, chaise. I'm going to test you now. So I'm going to give you a word that we had already seen in the previous lecture, and I will have you add the déterminant in front of the word. So the word I give you is chaise. Chaise means chair, in case you have forgotten. So I want to say the chair, okay? I'm telling you right now that chaise is un nom féminin singulier, okay? It's a nom féminin, and I'm only talking about one chair, the chair. So which word would you put before chaise? Well, you know it's féminin singulier, not pluriel, so we're not going to go here. It's not masculin, it's féminin. Okay, two options, la or l'apostrophe. You always first go to la, okay, or le. We do not have two vowels. We keep it. We simply say la chaise. Now, if I'm talking about the chairs, can you please go get me the chairs? We would say what? I'm giving you a couple seconds to think about it. The chairs. We would say les chaises. And add yes because there are more than one. Les chaises. Great job. Let's go on to the next set of déterminants, which are les déterminants indéfinis. I have been teaching for several years, and I can honestly say that it is a true passion of mine. Udemy is going to prompt you to review this course, and it is really important that you provide feedback. A 5-star review is really important because it allows us to create content just like this. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please contact us and our team will get back to you as soon as possible. Again, I am so happy to be here and so proud that you have enrolled in this course. Teaching is something that I'm truly passionate about and I strongly believe in this course. Okay, so now let's work on les déterminants indéfinis. So there are only 3, okay? Un, une, and des. Un, une, des. So all this means is a. If I'm saying, can you get me a chair? Can you get me a pencil? Can you get me a book? Can you get me a dog or an elastic, okay? So that's just to give you an idea. You are talking not about something particular, just in generally speaking. Any chair, just get me a chair, okay? Whereas previously we were talking about, can you get me the chair, that chair, okay? So, masculin singulier, we use un. If le nom is féminin singulier, we use une. And if it's pluriel, we use des. Okay? So, again, let's use the word arbre. A tree. Which déterminant will you use if you know that arbre is masculin singulier? Masculin singulier, we would say un arbre. Un arbre. Now, if I'm talking about multiple trees, you would say des arbres. Okay, so I'll leave it at that. Super short, super simple. And now I will see how much of this do you really understand. It is now time for you to practice. Here I have les déterminants that we just went over. Le, la, une, l'apostrophe, un, des, et les. I want you to tell me le nombre and le genre. Sorry, le genre et le nombre. I do that because le genre, masculin pluriel, always comes first. So, I had the M and the F up top. M for masculin, F for féminin. So masculine, feminine. Okay? And then S and P, singulier, pluriel for le nombre. Okay? Remember, it's either one or the other, one or the other. I will give you some time to do that. And then you will see the answer key, I guess. So you will see the answers. Okay, here are the answers right here. So go ahead and check your answers. Okay, great job. In the next video, we will be combining les noms with les déterminants. We will put them together and you will have a better understanding about sentence structure by doing so. Here I wrote down some of the nouns that we had already looked at together and I added the déterminants already, okay? So I have two columns. The first one is féminin, which contains les noms qui sont féminins, and then masculin, which includes des noms qui sont masculins. Okay, so la table, that means the table. La chaise, the chair. La fenêtre, the window. All of these are words that are féminin. So they are all des noms féminins. Right here are three words, three nouns, three noms that are masculin. Le livre, the book. L'ordinateur, the computer. Le mur, the wall. Okay? Now, as you can see, table is féminin. So the déterminant is féminin too. La chaise, féminin, féminin. Fenêtre, again, féminin. The déterminant is féminin too. Livre, it is a nom masculin. So if livre is masculin, the déterminant is also masculin. Ordinateur, masculin. Again, we can't say le ordinateur because there would be two vowels. So we replace the le with L apostrophe. Mur, un nom masculin. So the déterminant is masculin too. So if the déterminant is masculin, if le nom is masculin, the déterminant is masculin too. Okay? Again, if you don't know if the word is masculine, féminin or masculine, look at the déterminant. That should help you out. There are also some other tips that you can learn later on. But for the most part, if you know this, you have the foundation, you have the basics, you are understanding the language, you are understanding what you are doing. And Google and a dictionary, all that can help you with knowing le genre and le nom. It is now time for you to practice. The table is green. How do we say this in French? We say la table est verte. Okay, so the is la, table is table, is green is verte. Now we have an E at the end because we are talking, what is green? The table is green. Okay, so when it's féminin, we sometimes add an E. In this case we do. So it's la table est verte. Now, this is where you will need the PDF, the workbook that you have already opened, already browsed through a bit. But you will need to find the section where it says les couleurs. Les couleurs. Now that means colors. Okay, I need you to use that because you are now going to make your own sentences. I will ask you to say a sentence by telling you a sentence in English, but you're going to tell me the sentence in French, and then I will show you how to say it correctly, and you're going to check to see how you're doing. Okay, so here, the example I gave you was the table is green, which is la table est verte. Okay, now I want you to say the chair is yellow. The chair is yellow. So how do we say that in French? I hope that you took your time with this, that you maybe even paused the video, really reflected, thought back to what we already learned, and used your workbook as well to help you come up with this sentence. And if you came up with la chaise est jaune, you are correct. Okay. Now, how do you say the pencil is red? The pencil is red. This time we're just going to do it orally. So pause the video and think. Okay, how do you say the pencil is red? Well, you would say le crayon est rouge. Le crayon est rouge. The pencil is red. Le crayon est rouge. Now I'll write on the board just just because. Rouge is how you say red. Again, you would find that in your workbook. I have a list of all the colors in French and English. So I really strongly encourage you to use les noms that I have already given you to make up your own sentences. Challenge yourself. Make yourself practice. Even think outside the box. If you come up with a sentence in English, something simple such as this: Le crayon est rouge. The pencil is red. Use colors. Use other things that I've provided in the workbook too, but something simple like this is more than enough. You could practice saying the door is brown, or the door is yellow, okay? Just practicing those vocabulary words, practicing what déterminants to use. In the workbook, I actually have some sentences for you to practice where I give you the sentence in English and then you practice them in French. And there is an answer key as well that you can verify. But seriously, just practice these. Come up with sentences in English, challenge yourself to say them in French, and then check. It's that simple. One thing to keep in mind when you are coming up with these sentences on your own is we say ê, are, we say sont. So it's as simple as this is singulier, okay, where you're talking about one item, one pencil, one chair, one table. Here, are, sont, we are talking about two or more. So we are talking about plusieurs. We're talking about many, so pluriel. So if you want to say the chairs are brown, we would say les chaises sont bruns. Okay? So again, keep this in mind so that you can practice using and saying sentences au singulier and pluriel. Okay, great job everyone. Let's move on. Okay, hello again. In this section, I will be sharing a study tip with you, and I think that you will love it. Now, this is actually super simple, super easy, very basic. It's actually something that I share with a lot of my students and a lot of their parents to help them build their vocabulary and help with their oral communication. Even reading, it's very beneficial for so many reasons. So allow me to explain. I will start by explaining, and then I'm going to literally show you. We will step in a living room and I will show you exactly what I mean. Okay, you grab cue cards. Okay, note cards, you can use paper, anything you want. Just have a piece of paper like this. All you need are three things, okay? You need paper, a marker, pencil, anything to write with, and tape, okay? Again, paper, writing utensil, is it a writing utensil? A writing tool, and tape, okay? So you have your cue cards, you have paper that you cut out, you have sticky notes, okay? You write the word, you write the noun down on the paper, okay? So this is where you have two options, okay? You can write juste le nom or le nom et le déterminant, okay? If this is still something that you find maybe a little bit hard, just write le nom. So if you want to study the word chair so that you don't forget chair, and you know that when you see a chair, you can say that word in French, chaise, write chaise, okay? If you're ready to go a little bit further, which I think you can, okay, write la chaise or write une chaise, okay? Yeah, again, the only difference is when you say la chaise, you're talking about one, like the chair specifically, okay? You are saying the chair, and if you say une chaise, you are saying a chair. So it's like a random chair, okay? But either way, whichever one you want, or you can write all three on one thing, but I suggest just choose one. Okay, let's go with this one right here. You have it. Do that. Whoop. Excuse me. Do this for all the words you want to learn. If you just want to start with 2 nouns, you want to get 2 words down in 2 days or in 1 week or 1 day, whatever your goal is, that's fine. Just stick with it, okay? Write it down. If you just want 1 word, you want to know how to say lashes. Let's start with this, start small and then add on. Good, great, let's do it, okay? But if you're ready to do a little bit more, do that too. So, la table, okay? Les fourchettes. Okay, let's stick with these 3 for now, okay? Here we're focusing, let's say, on the kitchen, okay? La cuisine. You have les fourchettes, which means the forks. You have la chaise, which means the chair, and la table, which means the table. Okay, you have your 3 pieces of paper. You're going to add the tape on the back of it, or if it's a sticky note, great, you don't even need to add anything. Now you go, if you have chair, la chaise. Okay, I don't know if you can see this, but if you can, right here, okay? You have your piece of paper that says la chaise and you stick it on right here. Now every time you walk into your kitchen and you see the chair, you are going to say la chaise, la chaise, la chaise, okay? Repeat it, say la chaise, look at it, okay? This is a good visual for you. This is a good way to memorize it, but also to know it, okay? So you say la chaise and then try to do it without looking and then check to verify. So you have la chaise, sticky note here. You have the word written out on la table for the table. You have it on your lights. You have it on the wall. You have these vocabulary words. You have them in this video. You have them on your PDF file. And now you have them in your very own kitchen, living room, bedroom, and office. Okay, so as simple as that is, it will be super, super beneficial. Okay, and if you want later on, add sentences. If you have a red chair, say la chaise est rouge. The chair is red. Okay, so that's what's great about this study tip. You can modify it however you want. If you find that you are progressing so quickly and you're ready to use sentences, do it. And if you're most comfortable with just something like this, that is great. But it's something great to do every time you walk by it, every morning, every night, during the day. Practice these words, okay? You will also find in your booklet the list of words, and you see boxes next to it. That's there so that you can check off the words that you know, and then maybe focus on other ones, okay? And then later on, if you want to go back, all right, highlight them, okay? It's really there for you. That is your own personal workbook. So I hope you find that very beneficial. Now I am going to show you exactly what I mean with this study tip right now. Let's go. Hi everyone, welcome to this section where I will be sharing a useful study tip with you. Again, this is a tip that I give to my students, especially those that are younger learning the language or that maybe struggle a little bit and they need that extra boost at home. So all you need are 3 things. A pen, it could be a marker, highlighter, crayon, anything, just something to write with, cue cards like this or paper, and tape. We already went over some nouns together. Now, I'm going to show you how to apply a strategy that will help you continue to practice these words so that you can master them. So, on a cue card right here, you are simply going to write the noun. You're going to write what it is. For example, right here, this is a table. So I would write table. Okay, table. Now, if you're ready to do something a little more advanced, which if you can, I strongly recommend that you do, because like I said, masculine, féminin is so important in the language, and it will truly be a lot of help to you. So if you can, I want you to add the déterminant, which is the small word before the noun. So in this case, it would be la table, because la table is un nom féminin, okay? So we were saying the table, okay? Now, you will grab tape. Maybe you prefer sticky tack or something, but this is just tape that's easy to come off so it doesn't get stuck to anything. And you will simply stick it to la table. So every time you walk by, you see it, it's a visual reminder, and you can verbally say it as well. Okay, so I already went ahead and I wrote some things on here. For example, le mur. Okay, le mur. I have la fenêtre. What does la fenêtre mean again? That's right, the window. Again, you have the choice. You can either write just fenêtre, the noun, or la fenêtre, but I do recommend this. This will only be to your advantage later on. Okay, so the curtains are down, but that's okay. Gives us an idea. La fenêtre. All right, making a practice. What's le plancher? That's right. Thanks, cameraman. Le plancher, the ground, the floor. Maybe put it in a spot that you don't mind it being for a little bit. So maybe here, so that if you're sitting down at your usual rocking chair or whatever chair, you can see it. Télévision. Okay. Again, this is a really good visual reminder so that you are seeing it. You're seeing what it is. Télévision. You see the word right here. Okay. Practice it when you say it. When you see it, say it maybe 3 times. When you walk in a room and you're sitting here, okay, you simply say, okay, le plancher. I know that the floor means le plancher. I see the word télévision. La télévision. Oh, fenêtre. C'est la fenêtre. C'est means it is. C'est la fenêtre. C'est la télévision. C'est le plancher. C'est la table. C'est le mur. Okay? Again, just visual reminders. Go over if you want. I encourage you to start maybe just one. Start with one word that you really want to focus on. And then once you become more comfortable, maybe it'll take you a week. But then you can slowly add on more. And then you can practice them all at once, or you can go back to them. It's not going to work the same way for everyone. Just whatever works for you, do it. Whether it's 1 word at a time, 2 words, 5 words, keep them for a week, for a day. It's up to you. But I encourage you to do this strategy. And please let me know how it works out for you. I would love to hear back. Hi everyone. Here we are going to go over les pronoms personnels. These are used with le verbe êTRE and le verbe AVOIR, which will be the next 2 lectures. So as you can see on the board here, I have 3 columns, okay? And the first one just identifies if it's first person, second person, or third person, and if it's singulier or pluriel. Again, singulier means we're talking, in this case, about one person, only one person. And you can find them here. Okay, the bottom half are all pluriel. First person pluriel, deuxième personne pluriel, and troisième personne pluriel. This means we're talking about 2 or more people. Okay? Now, here are the pronouns. It's je, j apostrophe, very similar to the L apostrophe, tu, il, and elle. All of those are singulier. Okay, and then we have nous, vous, il, and elle. Okay, now listen. Yes, I know that there's an S after il, but we still just say il. So we read it the exact same way, il and il. We don't pronounce the S. It's just there to let us know that we are referring to multiple people, 2 or more people. Same thing with elle. Okay, and then the last column is just les pronoms written in English. I thought that might help you a little bit to understand a little bit more. Okay, so je and J apostrophe means I, tu means you, il and elle means he or she, nous means we, okay, vous means you, as in plural, okay, you, and then il means they, same thing with elle, it means they. Okay, so now that you have this information, we will carry it on into the next lecture. Okay, great. Now we are going to apply this lecture into the next one where we will focus on les verbes. There will be le verbe êTRE and le verbe AVOIR. So let's go. Hi, and welcome to this lecture. Here we are going to talk a little bit about verbs, and just so you know, most verbs are conjugated with avoir and êTRE, and the majority of them are conjugated with avoir. That is why I decided to start with this one. Okay, here I have le verbe avoir. Here it is, okay? J'ai, tu as, il a, elle a, nous avons, vous avez, ils ont, and elles ont. Now, what does this mean? What did we just say? So avoir means to have, okay? Avoir means to have. So, just to help you out, I had also written it in English. J'ai means I. Tu as means you have. Il a means he has. Elle a means she has. Nous avons means we have. Vous avez means you have. And again, that's plural. Ils ont means they have. And elles ont, again, means they have. Ils ont is masculine. Elles ont is féminin. Okay? And just so you guys know, when we're working with il and elle au pluriel, what do we do if we are referring to three girls? Of course, that's simple. It's féminin. We would say elles ont, okay? But what if we have a mix? We have girls and boys. We have two boys and one girl working on a writing assignment. Again, so two boys, one girl working on a writing assignment. We would refer to them as ils ont, okay? Even though there's more girls and boys, anytime we're talking about two or more people, it's pluriel. And anytime there is at least one male or one boy, it is automatically always masculine, okay? Very important. As soon as there is at least one boy in the picture, one man in the picture, something masculine in the picture, it is masculine. Okay, so if it's a group of people, there's 10 women, one male. It just so happens that they are all referred to as il instead of elle. Okay, so keep that in mind. Great job with avoir. Now I am going to show you êTRE. So now that you have an intro to avoir, it's time for you to practice. Let's go. Okay, so I'm not going to throw anything new at you. I'm just simply going to reuse what you already know and have you apply it. So, I have a crayon. How on earth would you say this in French? What do you think? Well, I have is first personne au singulier. So we would say j'ai. How do we say A again? Un crayon. Crayon is masculine. So, j'ai un crayon. Okay, now I'm going to switch it up by giving you the sentence. How do you say, you have a crayon? You have a crayon. And you have, I am referring to one person. You have a crayon. Tu as un crayon. Okay, now again, using your workbook, I have already provided a list of words and everything that we had already seen. Challenge yourself. Use avoir, le verbe avoir, to form sentences. And then you can even check them. I have, you have, we have. Again, these are all present tense. So good job, everyone. How would we say she has a book? She has a book. Well, we would say elle a un livre. Elle a un livre. Okay? We say elle because she is féminin. So it's elle. Elle a un livre. And then after you practice some sentences, you can even, once you're comfortable with le verbe avoir, switch up the noun. Instead of saying crayon all the time or livre all the time, look at the vocabularies that I have provided you that are in the book and challenge yourself to some new sentences. Okay, so great job with avoir. Now I will see you in the next lecture where we will go over le verbe êTRE. Okay, now it's time that we go over êTRE. êTRE is to be. Avoir was to have. êTRE is to be. Okay? So we have je suis, tu es, il est, elle est, nous sommes, vous êtes, ils sont, and elles sont. Again, these are all singulier. These are pluriel. Referring to one person, referring to two or more people. Okay? Je suis. Je suis means I am. Tu es means you are. Il est means he is. Elle est means she is. Nous sommes means we are. Vous êtes means you are, plural. Ils sont means they are, I'm referring to masculine. And then elles sont means, again, they are, but féminin. Okay? So again, these up are singulier. We are referring to one person. The bottom half is au pluriel. We are referring to multiple people, so two or more. Same thing with il and elle. As soon as there is one male, one boy, it's referred to masculine. And for it to be elle, au pluriel, they all have to be girls that you were referring to. Okay, so great job. Just like we did with avoir, you are now going to practice êTRE. So I will prepare the board. Okay, how do we say I am happy? Happy, we say happy, content means happy in French. So how would we say I am happy? Well, we know I am because we just saw that. So je suis content. Okay, good job. How do we say he is happy? We would say il est content. How would we say they are happy? And by they, I am referring to five 5 boys. How do you say they are happy? Ils sont contents. How would you say they are happy? And I'm referring to girls. Elles sont contentes. How would we say we are happy? Nous sommes contents. Okay. So again, I encourage you to go ahead, work in that booklet. There are some practice exercise sheets and list of vocabulary words, list of everything that we had already seen. So practice making some sentences yourself. Okay? Fabulous job, and I will see you in the next lecture. Hi everyone. So this is a very short lecture, and it's simply to encourage you to really use that booklet. It is a personal booklet, and you work so hard. You're doing so great already. Review the content that I have provided you with. Continue to practice and challenge yourself, and believe in yourself. This is something that you can do. You can learn French. You can speak French. So I encourage you to read the words again, use the study tip, form your sentences, use the worksheets, and have some fun. Okay? So for you, I have provided a bonus lecture where I go over some phrases for holidays. I will teach you how to say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and various different sayings for the holidays. So I hope you enjoy the next lecture, which is a bonus lecture, and then we are off to section number 2 to help you wish people well. So I have Bonne Fête, which means happy birthday. Joyeuse Pâques, which means happy Easter. Bon Ramadan, which means happy Ramadan. Joyeux Saint Valentin, happy St. Valentine's Day. Joyeuse Fête des Mères, happy Mother's Day. Bonne fin de semaine means have a good weekend. So I know this was super quick, super simple, but it was a little bonus just in case you would like to wish someone a good weekend. So I hope you enjoyed that quick bonus video. Now we are off to section number 2.